What's up, Smack fans? Welcome back to Smack Land! With all this promotion with the H2EVair project, our innovative series hybrid electric vehicle concept with an onboard generator fueled by biofuel, hydrogen, and a mixture of all the above, I figured it's probably high time that I'm going to show you guys what's up with the H2EVair, my 1963 Chevrolet Corvair convertible. It's a Monza. Before we tear into this thing and start documenting the conversion, we do a little bit of a preview of just pretty much what we're dealing with, what we're starting with, the stock configuration. It is a fairly lightweight vehicle of a curb weight of about 2,500 pounds. It's rear engine, air cooled. As you can see on this particular model, I've put on some 17-inch rims with low pro tires, and I lowered it about 2.5 inches front and rear. New ball joints, tie rod ends. You know, she runs pretty good. Now, I bought it pretty much this way, with the exception of the rims. It had the stock wheels on it, but I mean, this is pretty much what she looked like when I bought her. But it's in decent condition. You know, weather stripping here is getting a little tired, and you know, it's spray paint, Krylon spray paint. You know, the guy that had it before me, you know, a little Krylon action. I put these mirrors on, dual sport mirrors. Works out pretty good. You know, gas tank here. We're not going to be needing this gas tank. As you can see, it's been removed. We won't be needing that for our conversion project. Big gigantic hole under there where the gas tank used to be, and that hole is going to be filled with our onboard generator technology that we're developing. The front end is pretty much basically just an open spot. Got the spare tire in here, jack, and of course with any Corvair, you know, you're going to need one of these. That's pretty much mandatory equipment for these air-cooled, fan-driven engines. And some of you may be wondering, well, what is the deal with the gas can? Well, that is, for now, our fuel supply for the vehicle, since the gas tank was removed because it was leaking. And instead of spending $250 to buy a new one, only to take it out a short time later, figured just as a temporary measure, just to, you know, get back and forth and keep it running, I'm just using this little gas can for now, bungee corded in. Remember, this isn't a daily driver. This is the project car, but I like to start with a functioning, running vehicle. You know, it's inspected, and it's insured, and it's registered, and everything else. There you have the spot where our genset power delivery system is going to end up being mounted. We'll be cutting away part of the trunk pan there to make more room underneath here. Also, a couple other things we're going to be doing. As you can see, drum brakes. Yeah. No more drum brakes. We're ditching those. We're going with 4-wheel discs. You know, not in too bad a shape. Some dents and dings, but I mean, you know, fairly rust-free. You know, she's got some pits, and here's a couple of dents here, and you know, some scrapes and scratches. I mean, if you were 40-something odd years old, you probably have a few dents, dings, and scratches too. You know, got a couple of dents there, and you know, some of the emblems are looking a little you know, losing a little of their luster, but hey, you know, it's all there. Take a look underneath. You know, it's got the typical Corvair oil leaks that you'll find from the push rod tubes. Kind of like this engine, really, to be honest with you. It's a horizontally opposed 6-cylinder. It's a dual carb setup. As I mentioned, it is air cooled, and this is the notorious belt turn. It's got a twist and a 90-degree turn in direction.
So this puppy takes a lot of stress. Always keep a spare one handy. Trust me on that one. And for some of you Corvair enthusiasts, you'll recognize right away that that doesn't belong there. Generator crapped out on me. Decided, well, we're going to upgrade the electrical. Was going to replace this value craft with an Optima, but I never got that far because this whole deal is coming out. But I did replace the generator with an AC Delco alternator, and you know, fabricated my own little bracket here. That's about the only. There's a couple of custom things or altered things on there on this car. You've got that generator. You've seen the 17-inch wheels. Some people like them, some people don't. I can guarantee you though that this car will not have the stock wheels on it. The finished product will have 17s or 18s. They're not going to be these. These are front wheel drive rims. I got them for nothing, and the bolt pattern just happened to fit. So these rims definitely do not belong on the car for the simple fact that the back spacing isn't correct. They sit in way too far. But this vehicle will feature custom wheels when all is said and done. But hey, with these 205s, these 45 205s on here, this thing handles wicked. I mean wicked, especially since it's lowered. Really good cornering. Nice convertible boot cover there. If you remember, Ralph Nader gave these cars a real bad rap. Said because of the rear engine configuration that it's prone to rollovers. Now, it was later discovered through more investigation that a lot of those claims weren't true. Now the deal is, this suspension, it only has one universal at the transmission. It doesn't have a universal on the inside of the wheel. It's a straight axle. So what that means is with the suspension going up and down, it goes like this, which means the tire follows an arc like this. Now what happens is you have a low tire pressure and you go around a corner too fast and the bead rolls in. You can catch the rim on the ground and flip over. Now the deal is, put some air in your tires. That's the solution. Any car is going to roll if you don't put enough air in the tires and you go around a corner real fast. The rim will dig into the pavement and you risk a rollover. Keep 30-35 pounds of air in your stock tires. These things don't roll. They handle great. And with these low pros, I mean, I can rip through the corners, no problem around here. And I don't have any handling problems. This thing handles like a dream. Interior is pretty nice, as you can see. The seats are not stock. These come out of an 86 Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra Custom. Custom kick panels with integrated 6x9 speakers. Chrome's in okay shape. All the glass is there. The top works. There's a stereo. It's not too bad of a unit. A little flip face. I traded a snowmobile that didn't run for this thing, which is pretty funny. See, it's a pretty sweet little unit. I like it. Sounds good, works good. Manual, 4-speed. Well, I don't really like the shifter too much. I mean, a lot of play in there, but well, you'll have that. Of course, you got your mandatory fire extinguisher for a car this old. These little plastic inserts in the visors come out and they rattle around, so I wrapped it with a little bit of duct tape there, or electrical tape right there, and silenced all that vibration down. It's making quite a racket. Big old steering wheel. Manual steering, manual brakes. The old power seat, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. Styling, power seats. Gotta love it. Door panels are pretty nice. Sills are in pretty decent shape. You know, wiring's not too bad. Missing a window vent handle there.